Your spouse isn't trying to hold you back from accomplishing the thing that you want to accomplish. Your spouse is there to fight the fight with you. So we just talked about my friend who came up for a visit today to talk about the idea of starting his own shop or purchasing a shop. And some of what we talked about was desired outcome, right? That's something we've not talked about in a little bit. It's like, what are you trying to accomplish? Where are you trying to go? What is it you want to do? Not just like, hey, I want to own a shop. That's not a desired outcome. Like, you trying to generate generational wealth? Are you trying to get freedom? By the way, owning a business is not a good way to get freedom. I just want you to know that. Maybe eventually, not right off. But one of the things that came up in our discussion was that his wife was very anxious, was very nervous about the idea. Now, as someone who self-admittedly recognizes I'm really bad to want to do something and will intentionally not seek counsel or will not be as receptive to my wife's input or the input of others who see a different perspective, I can understand the position this gentleman was in. And he was kind of trying to push his way through it, at least from my perspective. He was thinking like, hey, I'm going to push this thing. I really want this to happen. I'm going to make this happen. And I asked him, I said, hey, have you talked to her about why she's afraid? Have you talked to her about what she's nervous about? And he said, well, she talks about that I've jumped around job to job a lot. Uh-oh, maybe she knows something about you that you aren't recognizing. All right, now he's a wonderful dude. And I'm not saying anything bad. Please don't misunderstand. I know he knows I'm not saying anything bad. But here's my point. She's seeing something that could prevent him from being successful. She's seeing something that may put them and their family in jeopardy. So instead of him locking up, instead of him shutting down and saying, but I want this and you're preventing me from getting what I want, maybe for a split second, you think to yourself, this is not a situation where I'm trying to win a fight. This is not a situation where I'm trying to get what I want, and to get what I want, I must defeat her, all right? That's not what relationships are. Relationships are when we work together to go in a common direction, all right? And when we get to that point, when we're listening like that, and we're listening to hear what they say so I can make sure I don't make a stupid mistake, so I make sure I don't do the wrong thing. You see, when we listen like that, our life becomes exponentially better. Your spouse isn't trying to hold you back from accomplishing the thing that you want to accomplish. Your spouse is there to fight the fight with you, to fight the battle with you, to fight the war with you. Yet we often get this attitude, this concept in our minds that it's us against them. It's what I want, not what they want. See, that's the wrong angle to take. And almost guaranteeably, it will create strife in your marriage. And I promise, if you want to start a business, the worst place to start that business is in strife with your spouse, okay? Because it will forever be difficult if you do that. But that's just my opinion. In my opinion, like I said, get aligned with your spouse. If you want to start a business, great. Make sure you're on the same page with one another. Make sure the focus is going in a common direction. What's her desired outcome? Not just what's my desired outcome. She may see something that you don't. He may see something that you don't. Alignment. That's what relationships are. Y'all have a good one.